We're Keka and
Manu, and we're traveling around the world.
Always. We've all seen these colorful striped houses. They're one of the most famous images of Portugal. But few know their history or why they were built. The same goes for the boats of Aveiro compared to the gondolas of Venice. Today, we'll discover the truth behind two of the country's most photographed places. And finally, we'll tell you if they're a must-see or if there are better options.
Today, we're in Costa Nova.
And we've parked here, right next to the dunes. And on the other side, we have the famous striped houses. In low season, you can usually park here for free. And in summer, there's a gate, but it's in a great location. Come explore Costa Nova with us. The most distinctive thing about Costa Nova are the paleiros, old warehouses where fish used to be stored. Over time, they fell into disuse and were converted into summer houses. Nowadays, they're definitely the main highlight of Costa Nova. If people come here, it's for the dunes and for the paleiros. Beautiful. To give you some context, right behind those houses, you'll find the dune. A beautiful dune that faces the Atlantic. It's true, we've been lucky with the weather today, though some threatening clouds are approaching, because yesterday the wind was so strong you couldn't be on the beach. And given the dunes, it's typical for it to hit hard here. So having this calm day today is a real blessing, and quite unusual to say the least. As I mentioned, behind the houses is the Atlantic, and right in front of us is the Aveiro Lagoon. Aveiro, which is also a town worth visiting in Portugal, what they call the Venice of Portugal, is just 15 to 20 minutes from here. So if you come to Costa Nova, the double visit is a must.
It's true, we've been really lucky with the weather, although yesterday we had quite a big gale. Today dawned a sunny, summery day, so I think this is something unusual in this area. So we're gonna make the most of the day to show you Costa Nova, maybe, who knows, even take a dip at the beach, which looks likely if the weather stays like this.
Well, turn around, let's show what the Aveiro Lagoon is and the big dark cloud threatening us. But anyway, let's enjoy it and keep showing you around. Because all along the avenue, as you'll see, there are some abandoned houses and some houses that haven't kept up with the stripe theme. Also, like Manuel said yesterday, it must be a bit tiring to have tourists taking photos of you all day long because it's the main attraction in this area. But it's true that they look really beautiful. And by the way, an important fact is, why did this whole stripe thing start? Well, you see, each fisherman painted their house a different color to tell it apart. Mine is the yellow one, yours is the green one, the other is the red one. And that way, especially on foggy days, it was always very clear whose house was whose. And I'm laughing because I happened to step right on the iron part and a jet of water shot up at me. It would have been awesome to have taken a bath right here on camera. Here's one that's just as nice, which is the typical house with Portuguese tiles. They haven't maintained it, but let's remember that decorating houses entirely with tiles is very typical of Portugal. At first glance, they just look like colorful houses, but the truth is that these facades have ended up becoming one of the great icons of Portugal. The curious thing is that it wasn't always like this. For decades, many of these paleiros lost their prominence, and some even deteriorated over time. Their restoration and the huge boost from tourism and more recently social media have made Costa Nova one of the most photographed places in the country today. And you only need to see it from the air to understand why. This small avenue has achieved something very few places do, becoming an image that almost everyone recognizes, even without knowing the name of the place where it was taken. Today, they appear in tourism campaigns, travel magazines, and thousands of social media posts, becoming an almost mandatory stop for those visiting this part of Portugal. We couldn't leave either without sitting in the famous striped chairs, another one of those spots that have become essential for those passing through here. And the truth is that Costa Nova is as photogenic as it looks. But it's one thing to leave with good photos, and quite another for a place to truly deserve a stop on a trip. We'll give you that answer at the end of the video. We had to seize the moment because seeing how the sea and the wind were hitting yesterday,
Yesterday, the sea was really rough, wild waves and spectacular wind.
wild, your Islander side came out, wild.
And today is a beautiful day, so we're gonna make the most of it, get some sun, a nice cold beer from Galicia, and a quick swim, right?
Sure,
Yes or no?
you are, I'm not.
Why?
Because you're the daring one of.
Look at the sea, what a beach.
And all to ourselves, too. Well, right behind these huge dunes is the caravan campsite. In a great location. Right behind are the colorful houses, there are several streets. The ones everyone photographs are on the main avenue facing the Aveiro Lagoon. This is very small. You can see it in a morning and have time to spare. You need a day like this at the beach to be able to swim and enjoy it. Well, Manu, come on, take a dip, make the most of the sunshine.
Very carefully, because we don't know this sea. Open Atlantic, what we have way out there is already America. So very carefully. Let's see, one thing. Are you
Putting this in the bloopers or in the video? Everyone following us will have seen by now, and if you haven't, go back and watch the videos. I'm the cautious one. I treat Manolo like his mother sometimes, I admit it. But what does Manolo do? What do you do, Mamil?
whatever I want?
He doesn't, and I tell him, not for your sake, but because you leave me stranded. If you won't do it for yourself, do it for me. What would I do? All alone out in the world. He tells you to be careful with the sea, and then he goes indeed.
No,
That's how it is.
now I can prove her wrong, so now I'm staying here.
Hey, well look, now I know the trick. This guy, everyone is so wrong thinking that here, huh? You're the one in charge here. Say it to the camera.
Of course.
Head first. What a show off. That must be. He's only jumping in because of the challenge. But that must be. Of course he didn't put his earplug in. Well, Manu, you have to swim like a little kid. You can't go under, you can't get water on your head. That's the man. I can feel the cold from here. Look. Look at those legs. Look at him. He's got the thighs of a horse, purebred. But he's sucking in his little belly. Look, suck it in, Manolo. How was it?
Dangerous.
Yeah?
Better not to risk it.
Today, we are in Aveiro. All comparisons are odious, and Aveiro is known as the Venice of Portugal. But don't be mistaken, these behind us are not gondolas. In fact, they don't even have the same purpose. They're called moliceiros. They've been used since ancient times to collect seaweed found in the lagoon, which was used as fertilizer in the fields. That's why they have that shape they do, and, well, as of today, although they were never used for tourism, but rather for labor, nowadays they are obviously used to visit Aveiro.
Like everything in this world, a second chance is sought for something from the past, but which is currently used for tourism, and it's put to quite a beautiful use. And they're also very curious, very well maintained, and charming. Some even have the image of Cristiano Ronaldo, like this one we have right here behind us.
Well, and they've given life to this small city that was only known for its lagoon. And as of today, it's one of the countries of the most visited cities in Portugal. And we must say one of the most beautiful, because it's actually the only place we already knew in Portugal that we've decided to visit again. So that's saying something. We're going to show them to you, because it's true that it's very nice to take a moliceiro and visit it. But where you really see Aveiro is from above, which is where we're going to show it to you. Seen from the air, it's easy to understand why Aveiro revolves around the water. But long before the moliceiros transported tourists, it was the lagoon that gave life to the city. From here came one of its greatest treasures, salt. For centuries, the salt pans of Aveiro were among the most important in Portugal and were the engine of its economy. Today, the canals are the main tourist attraction, but they continue to remind us of the fundamental role the lagoon played in the city's development. Well, this is the nerve center of the lagoon and the moliceiros. Here are, as you've seen in the recording, all the companies you can hire for these activities. Some super beautiful buildings, and honestly, what a joy to be able to stroll on a day like today, huh?
Yes, this magnificent sun this afternoon, so lovely.
Turn around so they can see, so they can appreciate the buildings. What memories, huh? It's been about 5 years since we came here. The feeling is still very pleasant and highly recommended. Let's head down the main street now, which is this one right here, next to the moliceiros, the bridge, and in search of that delicacy. In Lisbon, it's the pastéis de Belém, or the pastéis de nata. Here, there's also a sweet, typical of the Aveiro area that we're gonna try, and we'll tell you all about it. Oh, the cherries. Apparently they're also typical here, right? We read about it recently, and I just saw them. La la la. Oh, and the sardine, remember?
It's just that she leaves it. She leaves it and buy and eat and drink and drink. I'm going alone.
The nail one. Another very typical thing I remember from our time in Aveiro was the sardine. I remember there were entire stores that only sold sardines.
Pulp Fiction, Manu Chao, Sade. Look how they have the deluxe of Nevada. Wow, Iron Maiden.
Well, in the center, there are many artisanal ice cream shops, but we're looking for ovos moles, which are the typical sweets from this area, made of egg yolk, sugar, and, well, they come in different shapes. They make them in different shapes, but the base is egg yolk.
Let's go eat a little sweet. Are these the...
Typical.
Okay.
What are they? Boxes that come? Boxes of 6, 10, and 20. Okay, shall we buy a small box to try them?
Okay.
A box of 6.
Mini pau de lo, what is this?
It's a sponge cake to eat with a spoon. It's really soft.
So it's also all egg-based.
Everything.
Well, they say when in Rome, do as the Romans they want. Whew, 22 degrees, how nice. And we just saw some people coming out of here with a codfish pastry and something to drink. Let's see what it is exactly. I saw some people leave with one of these and a drink.
Yes.
What drink is it?
It's port wine.
Perfect. 2.
Yep. Yes, thank you. What can we... The base, yeah? Oh, perfect, yes. Very good. Thank you so much.
Look at this beautiful waitress coming to serve me my snack today.
Codfish cake with sweet port wine, the glasses with today's date, and just for us. I mean, it's just... I treat you like a king.
Not bad at all, huh?
I loved this great little detail of the date. Juice.
Cheers.
It's not a croquette. It's a codfish dough that's quite thick. But codfish from Portugal is very famous. And we had to try it. I like my mother's croquettes better, but we had to try it. Indeed, they all have the shape of... Here, it has a razor clam, a little fish, a walnut, and... What we had read, that each one has like that outer part. Like this is like a communion wafer. Well, and inside it's egg, egg, egg. I mean, if you don't like egg, don't eat it. Pure and simple egg yolk. It's nothing else. Egg and sugar.
Well, obviously, as we've said already, we can't compare the moliceiros with the Venice gondola, not by a long shot. Venice gondolas are much more luxurious than these. And besides, it doesn't move by human power, but it has a motor. And in their case, the most modern ones now come with an electric motor. And where they dock, they already have their own plug to charge during the day.
This is the, I have to read it because otherwise I won't remember it, the Ponte dos Lacos de Amizade. Translated, the bridge of the ties of friendship. Just as there are bridges where they put padlocks representing love, here they put colored ribbons representing friendship. It's true that when we came 5 years ago, half the bridge had ribbons. But today, 5 years later, the ribbons decorate the whole bridge and nearby area in a very beautiful and cheerful way. Let's cross it. Well, actually, it's not just this bridge anymore, but as you can see, the next two bridges have also continued with the colorful ribbons. Well, in honor of all our friends and followers of the channel, this bridge of friendship ribbons in Aveiro is dedicated to them. So we're at the Farol de Barra, or the Aveiro Lighthouse, which is the tallest in all of Portugal. It's 62 meters high, but also, if we count from sea level, the height reaches up to 66 meters. It's also one of the tallest lighthouses in all of Europe. It was built in 1893, and in case you want to visit it, it has hours that, from what we see here, are approximately from 1:30 to 4:30 in winter and from 2 to 5 in summer. This lighthouse is impressive, but its light reaches up to 50 kilometers out to sea.
From the tallest lighthouse in Portugal?
We say goodbye to our visit to Costa Nova and Aveiro. And now, after everything we've seen, we can finally answer the question we started this video with. Yeah, Aveiro and Costa Nova are definitely worth a stop. In fact, Aveiro was the only major tourist destination in Portugal we decided to return to because we felt there was still something left to discover. Our recommendation is to spend a full day there and then keep exploring a country that hides much more than what appears in the guidebooks. Because although the most famous parts of Portugal are worth it, the lesser-known Portugal is giving us the biggest surprises of the trip. And if this has also been your first stop with us, don't miss the 2 previous chapters on the less touristy Portugal. We're convinced that some of those places will surprise you even more than the ones today. We're already heading to our next destination, so if you want to keep discovering the other Portugal, see you in the next chapter.